Feeling stuck in your Swahili journey? Here are the three things that are going to help you get unstuck and finally achieve Swahili fluency. Hello, my name is Dr. Karen Wanjiru Stringer, creator of the LSN Swahili Made Easy app. First of all, I want to thank you for being in my world. Now, if you've been learning Swahili for over 6 months and you're not happy with your progress, listen up. First of all, it's not your fault. Most of us are taught to learn language as if you are in grade school and we have all the time in the world. Unfortunately, that does not work when you are a busy adult. Believe me, I understand. I have been learning Spanish for the last couple of years and I know the challenges we experience as adults trying to learn Swahili. Now, I don't know the reason why you're learning Swahili. Maybe you want to connect with family. Maybe you just want to be worldly and be able to speak another language, connect with your cultural roots. Whatever your reason is, I want to congratulate you because not many people attempt to connect with others on their own, on the language of basis of their own language. Okay, so what are the three things that you need? First of all, you need a plan. What? Yeah, I know it sounds basic, but you need a plan in order to be successful. Learning a language is going to be one of those really big projects that you're going to have to take up. So you need to first of all determine why are you doing this, because when you determine why you are learning a language, it'll also determine how you're going to approach learning a language. Say if you're learning a language to go for a visit in East Africa, like Swahili to learn to go visit, you're not going to be learning about the environment, or at least you shouldn't be learning about going to the moon or something irrelevant, right? I know I'm being facetious. However, you need to figure out why you're learning a language so that you can tie your learning goals to that particular why, okay? Because remember, we are adults, we are busy, we do not want to waste time. Now, down the road, you can learn how to say the moon is bright, but it does not serve you at the beginning, especially when you're trying to achieve your language goals. So if it's connection, maybe you choose to focus more on communicating, introducing, talking about your day, and things that are really relevant to you. And then also, that's going to allow you to create those achievable language goals for each learning lesson. So I don't know if you do this, but when you sit down to study for your language, you just don't randomly sit and say, okay, today I'm going to learn 20 words. It does not work. It does not help you. What you need to do is remember that big why you have, break it down into the different milestones that you might want to achieve. Like maybe by the end of month one, I need to be able to introduce myself. So you tie to you each time you sit down to each of those learning goals that you have set for yourself. What this does, first of all, it allows you to see progress, and not only that, it allows you to celebrate your milestones. So as you can see, having that why tied to your general learning is very important, which brings me to the other point. You have to have a solid program. I'm not saying you have to have like 3,000 programs that you follow. Select one or two, preferably one that you are confident in and you can follow systematically, so that you're not scurrying all day on the internet trying to decide what you're going to learn, because that's how we get frustrated, because we are not able to see progressive results. The second thing that you're going to need is accountability. Sometimes when you're learning a language and you do not have a one-on-one or a tutor to ask you or to quiz you or to check in with, sometimes you really don't know what's going on. So let's say you have chosen 10,000 videos to follow and you're trying to say things out loud, you're really not sure whether you're saying things the right way. Or when you get tired, you don't have anybody to follow up with you. So you do need an accountability partner, or simply somebody to make sure that you're learning things the right way. So it could be get yourself a teacher or join a program like we have here at LSN. Swahili Made Easy app, or whatever, or you're a friend of yours that you are on the same journey together, so that you can provide that accountability and you can check whether what you're learning actually makes sense, or you're simply learning things that don't make sense. And then next time you land in Tanzania or Kenya, if everybody's looking at you like, huh, what's going on? Okay, so accountability is the other thing that you're going to need in this journey. Number three, and most important, it's also related to accountability, is a community. When you're learning a language in a non-immersive setting, it can be very frustrating, right? It feels like a very lonely journey. Of course, it's not like you want to hang out all day with other people because you're learning a language, but it just needs to be a group or a place where you can go and check in and share your experiences and share your successes. Nothing is more encouraging than knowing that whatever you're struggling with is common, is universal, and it's not just a you problem, especially if the people you're sharing with are people going through the same challenges as you are. So I encourage you to find a community. Here at LSN, we have a ready-made community for you, and you can come in and practice out loud what you're learning. On if you don't want to do something like that, you can join a Facebook group, or you can find people in your neighborhood or your surroundings that are going through the same journey. Nowadays with the internet, it's very easy to create a community, but you need a community. I promise you, it makes all the difference. Am I saying you cannot do this without a community? No. What I'm saying is going to be exponentially harder if you try to do it on your own. So the three things we've talked about today is being having a plan, that is knowing your why and tying your learning goals or agendas to this why, having accountability, making sure what you're learning is important, is relevant, and also somebody to keep you on track, and community where you share your learning goals. Now, if you do all of this, I promise you, you are going to see results. But most importantly, do not forget to be patient, because learning a language is a long-term process. It has its ups and downs. But if you persevere, very soon you're going to be speaking Swahili fluently. I hope you found this useful, and I cannot wait to see how you do.